Alright, so we are headed to the Stuart Airshow. We're going to fly down to Thomaston and hook up with the Lockheed. We were supposed to go with the Lockheed, the C-45, and the AT-11 all the way down, but the weather was kind of questionable this morning. So the Lockheed guys wanted to wait and go down a little bit later, so we decided to go with them instead. So we're gonna be doing that. All right, so we're at 15. Props. All right, so we'll check the props. So we got to do this twice because we got two engines. So. All right, props, and then what?
Feather system.
Got it.
Manifold heat.
Manifold heat. All right.
Generators.
Generators. Okay.
Vacuum.
Vacuum is good.
Throttles. Wait, and then next one.
And does it not have magnetos in there? Huh, it's missing magnetos. We gotta check our mags. Alright.
Flaps.
Hold on, I'm gonna do or we'll just pull this back here. Alright, so now let's do the right one. So we're gonna read through all that again, except we're gonna add magnetos, because evidently I thought you were gonna get to it at some point, but
there's not magnetos on here.
Where?
Carburetor heat.
Carburetor heat is open.
Fuel selectors.
Fuel selectors are on main. Flight instruments are all set. Altimeters are set. Your altimeter is set.
Radios and nav.
Let's also set, we're on 3 degrees. Let's go ahead and set your DG down here. And then what?
Radios and nav.
Radios are set. Nav is set.
Takeoff.
Takeoff briefing. Everybody's got the seatbelts on, doors locked?
Yep.
Alright, and so now we got to do this. So we're going to do fuel pumps on. So go ahead and turn them on.
Okay.
So you put those on before takeoff, and doors and windows are closed. We'll go ahead and close them because it is cold today. Alright. All shutters are set. So now we got all shutters are set. Engine control frictions are set.
Tail wheel.
Tail wheel will lock as soon as we get turned around here. What else is that it? And then just check the engine gauges. Alright, and then looking at this, our minimum speed that we can get to here, our VMC is 86. I just call it 90. So we can't get below 90 if we lose an engine. So that's what we're going to do. Other people might be able to fly an exact mile per hour, but I like even stuff. And 7 Lakes traffic, Twin Beach, departing runway 18, 7 Lakes.
I don't think we're going to lose the engine.
Nah.
We never
But you
do.
always got to prepare. Even though you might not lose one, you always got to prepare to lose it so that you know what to do. So what we're going to do is if we lose an engine and we can't stop, we're going to fly on out of here and we're going to try to get as close to those trees at the end of the runway as we can without hitting them. Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Alright, mixer's full, props full, fuel pumps are on main on both sides, flaps are up, trim set, ready to go. So we're going to run it up to 30 inches and we should be about 2,000 RPM at 30. So we're just going to go ahead up here to 30. We're at 2,000 RPM. So oil pressure and fuel pressure are good, both engines. 80, 90, a little hop. brakes. Pull her back to 30 inches.
So we have you in sight. We're just be right behind you here, going right over center field.
Alright, fuel pumps are on, mixtures are full. We don't want to climb, we just want to hold what we got. So I'm going to pull it back to about 20 inches now. We can get her slowed down. And Thomas and traffic, Twin Beaches crossing midfield, and we'll be entering a left downwind runway 30, Thomas.
So turn left after we cross.
Nope, we're going to keep flying straight. Looks like Joe may already be here.
Really? 11:30. It's 12:30.
No, that's not Joe.
Across the airport.
Alright, so now slowly start turning to the left. And Thomas and traffic, Twin Beaches, left downwind runway 30, Thomason. Alright, so we're going to keep her coming around. We're coming on around.
Jackson traffic, 75355 Foxtrot, about 3 miles.
See the runway over here on the side of you starting to come in?
Yeah.
Alright, now roll out.
3 miles to the east, center 45.
Go ahead and get the gear down.
35, Jackson. Got the traffic on departure.
Got a green light on the gear. Got to pull back on it a little bit. So now we're at 120, so I'm going to go ahead and get a notch of flaps. Now you're going to push forward a little bit. Alright, so we've got about 17, 18 inches of manifold here. 120, alright, so go ahead and turn to the left. Thomas and traffic, Twin Beaches, left base, runway 30, Thomas. Just keep it coming across.
Hey, Jackson County traffic. 500.
Alright, we're coming down at about 1,000 foot a minute here. So we're just going to kind of hold what we got. So I'm going to push a little bit more power here. Alright, roll out. We're going to roll out right here and fly at 90 degrees from we're perpendicular to the runway. We're going to look out here and make sure there's no airplanes coming in. Don't see anybody on the runway. We'll go ahead and get the rest of our flaps. So now she's going to want to start coming down even faster. I maintain 120. Nobody's coming. And Thomason traffic, Twin Beach is final, runway 30, Thomason. Alright, so we're going to turn it, get it headed toward the runway here. Pull it back to about 15 inches now. Maybe not. Maybe we'll leave it a little bit up there. Alright, we're about 110 miles an hour now. Gears down, flaps down. Fuel pumps are on. Props are full. 100. There we go.
I always come out with my back hurting. Controls free.
Yeah. Alright, free and clear.
Autopilot disengaged.
Disengaged.
Flaps.
Up.
Trim.
Trim set.
Mixtures.
Mixture's full.
Carburetor heat.
Carburetor heat's off.
Fuel selectors.
Fuel selectors are on main.
FLT instruments.
Everything's good.
Okay.
And then we got fuel pumps that you get down at the bottom of it.
Yep.
But we got the fuel pumps we got to turn on.
Everybody
guys
have their
ready?
seatbelts on?
We're ready.
Alright, Thomaston traffic, Twin Beach, departing runway 30, Thomaston.
Thomaston traffic, Diamond 143, Mike Alpha, 2 miles northeast, transitioning to Yates for the ILS runway 30 at 3,500, Thomaston.
Alright, so now we're going to get the tail wheel. Tail wheel's locked. Inches is giving us 2,000 RPM. 36 inches, oil pressure and fuel pressure are good.
Thomaston traffic, Lockheed 2072 is departing runway 30, Thomaston. Be a left turn out south.
A little bit of a crosswind and a tailwind now. 80, 90. Brakes, gear, 120. Fuel pressures are good. Fuel pumps are off.
We'll get there in 4 hours and 14 minutes, 15.
Well, we're gonna, at the moment we're flying the wrong way and flying slow, so we gotta give it just a minute to. And Thomaston traffic, Twin Beach is departing the pattern to the south, Thomaston.
Thomaston traffic, Lockheed 2072 is departing pattern to the south, Thomaston.
We have the Lockheed in tow. They're right behind us. We're 5,500 feet and about 169, between 165 and 169, 70 ground speed in knots. So that puts us down there about 450, and the TFR ends at 5, so we're trying to time it so we get there about the time the TFR ends. So right now we're at 5,500 feet, doing about 165 knots or so ground speed, and the weather down where we're headed is looking like it's not all that great. It's marginal VFR for almost the entire southern part of Florida. So our plan is to stay here at 55, and then once we get in, we may have to call and file to get down through the clouds if it looks like it's too thick. So we're about an hour and a half out. There's been a wreck at the airport, so we're not able to get into the airport right now anyway, but we still got an hour and a half to go. We're at 3,500 feet because we got a layer up above I had to get under, but now it's clear up above us. But there's a layer down at the bottom at about 2,600 foot above the ground, and we're getting some of it right here, so I'm hoping that 3,500 feet keeps us up above it. If not, we may have to climb back up or go down to 2,500 feet. So we are about 30 minutes out of Stuart. The Stuart airport is still closed. We're at 5,500 feet and starting the turn toward Stuart, so we're past all the restricted areas and stuff. It's broken out here, so we should be able to get down through it pretty easy. I'll start descending here in a minute, but it looks like we may end up landing short at X58 just to see what's going on over at Stuart, how long they're going to be closed. Our destination to Kobe.
Right, we're still looking. We're going to
Okeechobee.
pull up about 300 feet.
Due to the fact that the airport is still closed at Stuart. But I finally finally got a text here. Let's see.
5197 Kilo, taking off runway 5, Okeechobee.
Hey, Lockheed, are you guys up on this channel?
Roger that.
So I just got a text from John saying that they are at a different airport outside waiting.
Roger that. He didn't say what airport they're at?
Lima November Alpha. He said about 40 miles south of SUA.
Do you want to head down there?
Yeah, we can.
Okeechobee traffic, that's the 5197 Kilo, turning left crosswind, runway 5, Okeechobee.
We're going back to 2345.
Roger that. About a mile to the west of the trailer park, turn south.
You guys up?
Roger that.
You know what? I'm actually thinking I'm just going to stay here because I don't really feel like going into a controlled airport down there just to sit for a few minutes.
Roger, I agree with you. We were just debating the same thing. That Palm Beach, they're probably going to charge an arm and a leg to land there. All right, we're back to Okeechobee.
All right. All right. Notch of flaps. All right, gears down. Fuel pumps are on. And Okeechobee traffic, Twin Beaches 3 mile final, runway 05, Okeechobee. Alright, 120 on the speed. Get one more notch of flaps, and I'll probably leave it right there because we got a little bit of a crosswind here. Pull it up to about 110 now. It is warm down here.
Yeah.
Alright, gears down, fuel pumps are on. We'll get the props in just a second. 110 on the speed.
And Okeechobee Conquest is doing some S-turns out here, waiting for the Twin Beach.
And Twin Beach is a 1 mile final for Okeechobee, 05.
Yep, we got you inside.
Alright. Well, winds are mostly down the runway right now. So off on the power, props are full, 100 on the speed.
Conquest is going to
Open your
land
window.
on runway 4, or 26.
Winds are straight down 05.
I know, but I'd have to do a 360.
And Okeechobee traffic, Twin Beach is clear. So we had to stop in where did we stop? Okeechobee, and we thought we were abandoned. They closed the airport, and now they came back and gave us a van. So we have a 40-passenger van, and we're gonna go get a hamburger.
A Mexican.
And they say there's a bunch of cows around here, so it's fresh hamburgers. So we're gonna go knock us down a steer, pick us a hamburger.